Hello and welcome back to Ascension. Since last episode, I did a few things. Mainly, I flew the dragon back home and explored some Doom-like dungeons from the ones we found while exploring. But yeah, just to note though, you cannot use an entity mover, these things with a dragon, because when you try and place the pet dragon back down, it will crash your game. Thankfully, I had a world backup though, so it's all good. But yeah, mainly I explored Doom-like dungeons. I actually explored 3 of them. The one we started exploring, I went back and finished. That one out in the water was actually a separate one. And then there was another one, like, connected to that somehow or something. I don't know, it was weird, but it was 3 different dungeons. Like, below the one we explored was another one that was different from the one out in the water. Like I said, it's weird, but there was a lot of Doom-like dungeons. I went around and explored them, just mined out the spawners, looted all the chests, brought all the loot back, and yeah. Also, repaired my armor, and then I went mining for redstone and stuff down the water mines. I actually found this whole other section of it that I just never kind of explored before. But if you look in here, I have a lot of resources now, or a lot more, mainly redstone, but this is still not even close to the amount of redstone I need, because to level the pet cat up, I need 156 blocks by my last count, so I'm only about a third of the way there. But aside from these ores here, I did get a lot of other loot from the Doom-like dungeons, which are in these 4 obsidian chests. A lot of loot. So I just want to show them real quick, and you have a whole bunch of gear here. I'm not going to go through and loot all of them. I did actually get a scroll, which is interesting, because I think it's the first time I actually found one in chest loot. And a lot more thing here. I get some spawn eggs and some onyx stuff even. Actually, when I'm done showing you these chests, I'll put a screenshot on the screen, because I did find one chest just full of, like, onyx stuff, which is what I meant by saying a high-tier loot chest, or, a very valuable loot chest. I also did start to find these magic apple juice. I remember I put them in the higher-tier chest as well, or the higher-tier food chest in the Doom-like dungeons. So, yeah, it's interesting to finally have some of that. And, yeah, just a lot more loot. There's the rest of the onyx stuff, I think. And that's the final chest. So, yeah. But pretty much besides that, not much has happened, but I did want to go to the Hall of Ascension and reflect on the goals of the series, because, as I said, it's closer to ending now. So, yeah, let's just head over there. Also, here's where the dragon currently is. I did actually manage to land it here, and then I broke the fence so it could actually come all the way in, because it was just kind of teetering on the edge. But I'm not sure if I do want to extend the platform or just try and fly him into this room here, because I don't use this area for much anyway. But that's where the dragon currently is, if you're wondering, because it's not on the roof. But, yeah, if we come here to the Hall of Ascension, though, here are the series goals. Now, we already completed a good bit of them, but we're close to completing a lot of the others. And like I said before, the series is going to be wrapping up within, well, actually, like 4 episodes. So, yeah, I really want to work on trying to finish as many of these goals as I can before that time comes. So, let's reflect which ones I have and which ones I still have to do. Okay, so of these 9 goals, I have constructed the player beacon, hatched and tamed the pet dragon, unlocked the 9th wave of Eldritch Empires and completed it, unlocked all the arcane scrolls, and defeated all 13 bosses. So that just leaves training the pets, which is only the cat left, which is why I need all that redstone, mastering all the Goki stats, and as you can see, I only have 5 left, and I could get them at any time, really. I just might need to grind a few more levels. It's just I'm holding off, because like I said, some of these can be not as helpful, or can backfire just because you're not used to mining that fast, sort of thing. So I might need to break something slowly and just mine straight through it and cause more problems, which is why I haven't leveled these up yet. And besides that, I need to defeat the mini-bosses, which there's only a couple left. There's the 2 in the Erebus, 1 in the end, and I did want to rematch the Goblin Chieftain, or the Goblin Chief. But besides that, I have completed all the mini-bosses, and that just leaves getting the armor sets. And if you look, I got all the armor sets but the Erebus corner over here. So I think what I'm going to work on this episode is heading back to the Erebus. We'll just explore around a bit, see if I can get any more of the jade or such to work on these armor sets. Then I'll do some more off camera and hopefully get all the supplies I need. And then hopefully we'll be done with the Erebus. And there's also the mini bosses there I might run into. So that's going to be the goal for this episode. I don't think I really need to bring much more supplies. And oh look, a bug. See, we're already making progress. So I'm just going to walk into the Erebus now and we'll resume where we left off way back. Okay, so this is my Erebus base. I do have these anchor stones for the Erebus, and I did kind of refamiliarize myself with some of the stuff here, because I try to keep the stuff in the Erebus separate from my overworld stuff when I did the adventure here. But, yeah, so I have a lot of different resources from the Erebus, and some overworld blocks I got here as well, or brought here. And I need to really work on getting more jade and the exoskeletal stuff, really, because the exoskeletal stuff, if you remember, makes the exoskeletal armor, but also the reinforced plates to make the stronger armor. There it is. And then the stronger armor can be upgraded, like the leggings here can make the sprint leggings with the bio velocities. So I need to try and get more of those things, and at least try and get the basic tier, because I know some of them have upper tiers as well. But I just need at least the basic tier to put in the haul. So I need to kill a lot of the mods pretty much, and I did grab the iron to make an anvil, because I want to rename these anchor stones, but I don't have any levels yet. So this one takes me back to the base. This one takes me somewhere I don't really know, because Erebus doesn't have a very good map. But if we look here, I guess that's the Erebus base. Actually, I did have Erebus waypoints, didn't I? Yes, I did. So there's the base, there's the spawner, there's the hive. That might not actually be correct. That might be an overworld one. There's a dungeon. So, yeah. And this one takes me to my grinder. Because if you remember, I made this wasp grinder here. Because the wasps are... Oh, well, that sounds some of my level issue, I guess. But yeah, I used the sun torch to grind on the wasps. Unfortunately, they don't drop the exoskeletal plates in this version, because I think the last time I did do the Erebus actually was in Mod Adventures. They did, but since the update they haven't, because I'm using the newer version. There are some other wasps hive, but I don't see a big reason to farm this. Oh god, and the wasp poison, right, which is very annoying because they have a very good range as well. So yeah. Actually, I think I might want to get some bottles of milk and other supplies for my overworld base. So, before I do the... Oh god. Before I do the Erebus or start exploring again, I think I am going to go back to the overworld and grab those real quick. So, 1 minute. Okay, so I got some supplies, mainly some like milk bottles, potions, some cure berries. This chest is pretty much full now though. But if we look in this one, I did bring back some supplies as well. Some exoskeletal plates, the reinforced ones I had, and also the beetle stuff. So hopefully we can use some of this to, well, do some new stuff with it. But I will keep some potions on me just in case I run into anything, because the Erebus is still pretty tough despite all my stronger gear I'm using this time. And I did grab my looting sword because we do need, well, looting. So, yeah, so hopefully this will all go well. I do need a BAM bucket, or I need to fill these, so I have the beetle juice because of the larva. And I did have a beetle here. So, actually, I think I'm going to head down to a lower floor, because if you remember, this is a very multi-tiered structure with a lot of empty floors. So I think I'm going to head down to one of the lower ones. Oh, and I did have this as my quick drop, I think. There we go. So, let's actually do it one floor up. I'll place down the beetle and see if we can do anything with that. Whoops, went the wrong way. Okay, so I did get some BAM buckets, but I want to see what this does. Now that is a beetle, and that's a beetle taming amulet. Let's just see. I know the recipe is something like this, but it's not letting me tame it. Can I ride it? I have no idea how this stuff works. I'll just keep it on me. And I think for the moment I'll actually take the beetle back. But yeah, so pretty much there's 2 mini bosses in the Erebus. I might not get to fight either. But one is the locust, which is for breeding stuff, I believe. I think grasshoppers. If you breed grasshoppers, I forget how to do that. But if we see grasshoppers, I would like to at least try and use my entity movers on them to bring them back here and maybe try breeding until we get the boss. And the other one is the ant lion, which is just kind of luck because you'll fall into its lair. It has this ghost sand stuff that you'll just fall through and there'll be a boss there. So, yeah. So I'm going to put the beetle back in here. And I think actually I'm just going to leave the beetle taming stuff in, let's just put it in this chest here because it is kind of miscellaneous. So, yeah, and with that, oh, I probably should get some torches just in case I run into dark areas. And I think I'm ready to start exploring again. So let me just grab the anchor stone for the base teleport, the explorer teleport one. And let's start exploring. Okay, I think I had this here because this was a rare biome, the Elysian Fields, I think it is. So, I'm just going to be running around... Ooh, Titan Beetles. I remember they were pretty tough. I remember how to use range a lot in the Erebus too because these mobs were so tough up close. And apparently very weak to range if I can just two-shot them. Oh, almost two-shotted. So, yeah. So I just need to kill these guys and get exoskeletal plates mainly, but I don't want to spend the whole episode just running around killing stuff for the exoskeletals, and I probably should put this in here just in case I die sort of thing so I can teleport back here. And worker bee, do you drop plates? Nope, but there is a velvet worm. But yeah, compared to before, this will be a lot easier because I'm using much stronger armor. And actually, let's try melee. Oh god. Well, I didn't have much of a choice there, but I was going to say, let's try meleeing the guy just to see how tough he is. But I have no idea where I'm going exactly in relation to where I have been before, because like I said, or like I kind of mentioned anyway, it's been a long time since I've been in the Erebus. But I don't think the worker bees are actually hostile. But the main thing I need is just to... Ooh. Well, I kind of saw that coming. Where's the other one? Okay. So we took care of that guy, and... Ooh, camouflage powder fell down here. That's useful for something, I think. I think I actually gave it a use for enchanting, at least. Okay, I thought for a second I might have had the larva. Don't want to deal with that so soon. But, yeah, so I'm mainly just looking around for jade. And just trying to find some stuff. Maybe the dungeon or some of the mobs I need. So, yeah. So I think I'm just going to explore a bit and cut to when I find something. So, yeah. Okay, so I have no idea how that happened. I was killed using magic because I fought the centrifuge or whatever it's called, and it just wrecked me. So let me just grab my armor and grab my spare pouch and the Erebus stone here. So let me just teleport back, put this stuff, oops, put this, oh, I don't have my ender backpack, right, I can't just put this stuff back. But I'll just run over to where I died, hopefully not die along the way, and yeah, hopefully we can just get my stuff back. But, yeah, no idea how I died there. I just took rapid damage, and yeah. Okay, so I got all my stuff back. I still have no idea how I died. Like I said, there's a centrifuge or whatever that spawns more mobs when it dies, and I'm lagging probably because of all the stuff on fire, but I saw a scorpion over here, and I still do need a scorpion pincer, I think it's called. But I can't seem to get that drop. It seems to be a rather rare drop because it does make a pretty useful weapon. But I'm also around here trying to find the antlion boss. I'm not sure if I have been here before because, like I said, it's been a long time since I explored the Erebus. It's very possible I've already been to this part of the Erebus before and checked over this. But who knows? I might even miss the boss if it's here or around here. Because it's just, like I said, in the sand, like you'll just walk and you'll just fall into a room with the boss. So, yeah. But I also do need to find jade and the plates, and I keep repeating myself, so you probably are tired of hearing that, so I'm just going to cut till I find something interesting again. Okay, so I just noticed a dungeon over here. Now, we have found a few before, but there are some rare items that you can only get from dungeons, and you know, this isn't very good if I can't jump in, but the spiders can probably jump out, or at least will in just a second. So, okay, so there's a bunch of spiders in here. But they're not that strong as spiders. I think the main issue is getting to the spawner. Oh, dear God. Thankfully, I do have a sword that can break webs. And... darn it. So I guess I need to take out the spiders, or else they're just going to stop me from getting to the spawner here. Aha. And in the chest we have... ooh, some jade at least. So that's pretty good. And... the Umber Golem statue. I actually forget what that's used for. I think I might have got one before. I can't remember. But, yeah, so let me just rearrange my inventory a bit, and it's probably also a bit dark here, so, there, maybe that helps. So I'm just going to rearrange my inventory, use this backpack to put some stuff in, and yeah. Okay, so I'm not really finding anything in this biome. I've been trying to find the antlion boss, and if I fall into its pit right around here, that would just be so ironic. But yeah, I just cannot find anything, and ooh, cicadas, those guys are really annoying from what I remember. But, yeah, so I think I'm just going to head into different biomes and explore now. Hopefully find some more things to kill, or the locusts, or something, or not the locusts, the grasshoppers, or something I can use. And I'll just try heading back to those kind of biomes off camera, and I hopefully will find the antlion boss and get an entity mover for next episode. But, for the moment, I just really need to, get those exoskeletal plates and try and find something more interesting to show you guys, because I've been spending most of this episode just running around in circles off camera, or between cuts, I guess you'd say, just trying to find something. So, yeah. But hopefully I can find some more stuff to do this episode, or show this episode, I should say. And what is that? Dragonfly. I have seen dragonflies before, but that one was purple, and I didn't remember that. Being purple, that is. So, actually, can I shoot the dragonfly? Ow. But, yeah, let's see if I can shoot this dragonfly now that I'm not being attacked. Wow. But the reason I did that is because I think I might still need dragonfly wings. I know I need a few of them anyway. What was that sound? Oh, grasshoppers. Huh. And the meteor shield seems to be working, even though I'm not sure if I have anything chunk loaded, which is why that's weird if it's working. Like, all my meteor shields are in the overworld. So, I'll need to look into how to breed these guys, but I'm going to grab these 2 grasshoppers, and hopefully I can breed them. So next episode, I'll have a locust, and that would be one of the mini-bosses. So, yeah, that's some progress anyway. And I think, oh, there's another one. What do you drop? Okay, so I'm not sure how, but the grasshopper managed to crash my game, but I figured out how they breed, which is actually by, well, eating stuff. So I think I'm going to get the other grasshoppers back out and see if I can actually see them breed now. And hopefully they don't crash my game anymore, but you're not supposed to actually kill them, because by breeding and making the locust balls, that's how they end up getting the elastic fibers you need. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute and see if they do anything. And yeah. Okay, so I'm really not sure what's going on with these guys. I think they are breeding, but I can't really tell it. And oh, that's not weird at all. But yeah, there's like 5 or so grasshoppers now. They're spread out, but the locust. Okay, so apparently they just kept breeding, and here's the locust balls. Come on, fight me. Are you stuck? Really? Fine, I'll try and get you out. There we go. So, oh god, there's 2 of them. So apparently they do keep breeding, and eventually they turn into a locust. So, we got the locust boss now. So hopefully we can, well, he shouldn't be much problem, because like I said, these are mini bosses. They're not meant to be super hard to fight. But I'm just glad we actually found it, because I was waiting around for a while. And it would be really annoying now if all of them turned into locusts. But, like I said, there were a bunch of grasshoppers. They kept breeding, and now we have locusts. So, and please drop the chest. And inside, we got the wasp sword. I'm not sure we got that before. That's the sword the legend is based off of. You know, that rare drop I have for that really strong item. But, okay, so let me put these back in here. Since we killed the locust, we won't need them anymore. And apparently there are still normal grasshoppers, but there's another locust over there. So let me just sort my items away. And, yeah, then we'll take on the other locust. Okay, so when I got done sorting my inventory, I turned around, the locust was gone. I spent... You're kidding me. Ha! So as I was saying, I can't find the locust. One of the other grasshoppers turned into a locust. Annoying, isn't it? But, yeah, so the locust will just kind of appear, it seems. And, oh, I feel bad about killing you here because the chest might not spawn or might have trouble spawning. So let's walk over here. And, oh, whew, that's still a grasshopper, not a locust. I was worried for a second. Nope. We didn't get anything. We did get the elastic fibers, though, and I'm not sure how many we have, but we do need a fair bit of them. And we got a looting book. That's not very useful. So apparently these guys just eat, and they'll eventually turn into locusts, because there were like 5 grasshoppers at one point, and now there's only 1 left. So, yeah. Anyway, let's just kill this Titan beetle, and I think I'm getting close to wrapping up this episode. Okay, that sounded like a bombarder beetle. Let's just hope the Titan beetle had a really far range and was hitting me there. And now there's 2 again. Okay, I have no idea how long this episode's going to be because of all the running around and cutting, but I think I'm going to end it here. I have just been running around here for a few minutes now trying to outro the video, and another locust boss did spawn. I got some exoskeletal plates, jade, and a diamond from its loot chest, and I have been finding a lot of beetles and titan beetles to kill for the exoskeletal plates, so I think I'm just going to continue to do this between episodes, so hopefully when I come back next episode, I will have, oh, there we go, another titan beetle. So hopefully I will have had, or found enough of these plates and even got enough jade that we can finish the armor sets and kind of wrap up the Erebus next episode and probably head back to the end. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. At least we got to fight one of the bosses. I also will try and see if I can find the antlion mini boss. If not, I'll probably just skip it because it's really hard to find. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, goodbye.